It's Friday Night Live with Vince, pregame, postgame show. Your destination for top high school previews and wrap-ups with Vince and his team. Buckle up and hang on for Friday Night Live. Good evening and welcome to Friday Night Live, presented by the Varsity Sports Show team. My name is Vince DeLisio. So excited. It is Pat Tillman week. We do this every year, and tonight is no different, with the exception of some wrap-up of some other things going on. Really excited to present our amazing team and to talk to you about some things that we have coming up. Joining me tonight, Hannah Flanagan and Kyle Weselick. Hannah, Kyle, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
Great.
Doing great, Vince. Thank you for having me.
Awesome. Good stuff. You know, it seems like only yesterday. You guys hosted the show last week. I mean, it's flown by. We were out at the Maricopa County Fair tonight. You guys are manning the store with Friday Night Live and presenting all the great things happening. I'm going to kick it over to Hannah to kind of kick things off. Take it away.
Yeah. First up, we have Ainsley Pavicic from UNLV talking WNFC preview. So could you tell me a little bit about this? I've actually never really heard of it, so I'm excited.
Yeah, so sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there, Hannah, but so the WNFC is basically called the Women's National Football Conference, and it's basically tackle football. It's like the NFL, but it's with women, which is incredible. It's actually in its third game of the season for this year, for this upcoming game that we're doing tomorrow. And so yeah, that's basically what it's about. There is multiple teams, to point that there are divisions of it. So yeah.
How does someone get into this, or how do they qualify or make a team or something?
Well, to qualify, I think, kind of similar to what the NFL does, but it is absolutely incredible on how these teams are made up. It's obviously kind of less roster of an NFL team. There's 53 players, but it's incredible. I think, probably you have to play tackle football to qualify, women playing tackle football to qualify to be in this league. But yeah.
Yeah. Is there any upcoming games?
Yes. So the upcoming game that we will be doing tomorrow is the Las Vegas Stars versus the San Diego Rebellion. So this is another conference game for the Silver Stars. They actually went up to the Bay Area, Golden State, to play on the road, and now they are coming back here. They are 0-2 so far this season. With the San Diego Rebellion being undefeated, being 2-0. So it's definitely going to be something interesting to look out for. Seeing hopefully that the Silver Stars get their first win of the season.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Thank you so much, Hannah. Thank you for having me.
And next up, we have Ethan Kinney talking MLB baseball.
Hey, Ethan, how you doing?
I'm doing good, man. How are you?
Good. So MLB season started just a couple weeks ago. What's there to know about it so far?
Yeah, I wanted to talk about some early surprises we have of the season. There's been a lot. Since I only got 2 minutes, I'm going to try to speed run through them. But the Marlins, everybody's expecting them to kind of be a small market, bottom of the barrel team. But their ace, Sandy Alcantara, former Cy Young winner, had a rough last couple of years. But this year he's kind of returned to form. He pitched a complete game shutout 2 starts ago. You have the St. Louis Cardinals, who many people projected as the worst team in the league, and through 15 games, they have an above 500 record. You have the Colorado Rockies, who certainly aren't good, but I think anything's a step up from what they were last year. I mean, they were the worst team in the league last year pretty easily. And, this year, I mean, it's early, but they're playing competitive baseball. Their pitching has been a step up from the nightmare it was last year. And the last team I'm going to shout out is the Angels, in a very similar situation to Colorado. It's been their pitching that's always let them down. They have the hitters, but their pitching this year's been at least better with some of their young guys figuring it out. And they're starting the season off near the top of their division as well.
Perfect. Yeah, MLB season's still fresh. A lot to look forward to still. 140 plus games to go in the
Yeah, right.
season, but some of these teams that weren't so good last year coming off to these hot starts is definitely interesting to see. Thank you so much, Ethan.
Of course, man.
Perfect. I'm gonna pass this back off to Hannah.
Yeah, thank you. Next up, we have Jade Gufrey from ASU, and they have a Pats Run preview.
Yeah, thank you for having me. Pats Run, this is going to be the 22nd annual Pats Run. And what I love most about it is that it's so charitable. It goes to the Patrick Tillman Foundation, which it gives money to veterans, to active duty, to spouses. I think it's really honorable. Like, if you know the story of Pat and what he did being an ASU player to the Cardinals, and then when everything happened, he went and served his country and died during everything that happened. So I think it's great. And if you aren't running it, I'd go support it, hold water. There's a lot of ways to volunteer and get your hours in, but I'm so excited for it. I'm going to be there from top to bottom. It's only 4 miles. It's only a 5K. So even if you think you're the most unathletic person in the world, I feel like 4 miles is still doable. You can run a 15-minute mile and still finish in an hour.
Yeah. And what does this mean to ASU, you think?
I think it's a perfect way to keep ASU in like a philanthropy respective bracket, because I don't know a lot of other schools that have just like a star-studded player who not only went to the pro leagues but stopped the pro leagues to go to the military. So I think it's a beautiful story. I love what we do. I love that it's the 22nd year of doing it, and I think go run it, go have fun. I'll be there. I'll pass out water if you need it.
Yeah, no, of course we'll all be there. So thank you for joining us tonight talking about Pat Tillman.
Thank you. Have a good one.
You too. Next, I'm going to throw it back to Kyle.
Yeah, so next we're going to have a recorded segment from Cole Bruntz from the University of Arizona talking about the Tucson Sugar Skulls.
This is the Tucson Sugar Skulls Report presented by the Varsity Sports Show, giving you a weekly insight on the latest Sugar Skulls news and updates on Tucson's indoor football league team. Now presenting the Tucson Sugar Skulls Report. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Cole Bruntz with the Varsity Sports Show, and we have a very exciting game coming up in the IFL between the Tucson Sugar Skulls and the San Diego Strike Force this Saturday, April 11th. Let's dive into some statistics. The Sugar Skulls come into this game at 1-1 on the season, led by their quarterback, Jalen Ellis, who is a dual-threat quarterback. He has 5 passing touchdowns, 2 rushing touchdowns, and 3 interceptions so far on the season. Wide receiver Brian Smith for the Sugar Skulls has 3 touchdowns on the season and is proving to be a top target for Ellis. Last week against the New Mexico Chupacabras, the Tucson Sugar Skulls defense really stepped up. They had a fumble 6 as well as a blocked field goal for a touchdown, which contributed to 12 points on defense. The San Diego Strike Force also come into this game at 1-1 on the season, led by their quarterback Nate Davis, who has 4 passing touchdowns, a rushing touchdown, and 3 interceptions on the season. The Strike Force like to spread the wealth between the run game and the pass game, which should be a tall task for the Sugar Skulls defense, but after last week's performance, it seems that they will be prepared. The game between the Sugar Skulls and the Strike Force will take place at Tucson Arena in Tucson, Arizona on Saturday, April 11th at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And once again, I'm Cole Bruntz with the Varsity Sports Show, and this is the Tucson Sugar Skulls Report.
Next up, we have a pre-recorded segment from Craig Baker of UNLV on the life of Pat Tillman.
What's up, Friday Night Live? I'm Craig Baker. On the eve of Pat Tillman's 22nd annual run, I bring to you a different segment, which chronicles the life of fallen service member and professional football player, Pat Tillman. Pat Tillman was a natural at football, excelling as a defensive star at every level. He attended Arizona State University on a football scholarship, helping his Sun Devils go undefeated his junior year en route to a Rose Bowl. In 1997, he was voted Pac-10 Defensive Player of the Year. This culminated in him being drafted by the Arizona Cardinals, whom he played 4 seasons for and racked up impressive defensive stats as a starting safety. After the 9/11 attacks, Pat felt a call to service and abandoned the luxuries of an NFL career to serve his country. He enlisted in the Army and became an Army Ranger, serving in both Iraq and Afghanistan. Pat met his end in Afghanistan, but his legacy lives with us all. And now, here is the indelible evidence.
Tackle by number 40, Pat Tillman.
He was a god. It was Jake and Pat and sort of everybody else.
Why do you think they're playing better this year?
Oh, they've got Jake, they've got Wadsworth, Tillman.
The difference is guys like Plummer and Tillman.
People loved him. They could relate to him.
On a scale of 1 to 10, what would be your ideal performance number? Where you're not over that red line where you get out of control?
8 is what popped into my head.
So when you're on the line during the national anthem, that's about 8?
National anthem's about a 10, actually. I get fired up for that. You know, I have a patriotic bone to me, so I really, emotionally, I actually let myself go for that.
In 2000, Tillman experienced a breakout season that earned him a spot on Sports Illustrated's All-Pro team.
Pat Tillman, a man they say was born to hit, comes up with the ball.
Initially, we were at 6.
Right.
Rob, stay Rob. Watch some sort of trick play.
Sure, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like a reverse pass, something.
Welcome back. We look forward to the 22nd Pat Tillman run. Actually,
I know, I'm excited for tomorrow. It'll be my first time going, so it'll be fun.
Perfect. Yeah, definitely something to look forward to. But on a different note, Frozen 4 is going on right now.
Yes.
Couple big games a couple days ago with Denver defeating Michigan in double overtime. That was a big one.
Yeah, that was huge. That was last night, and then Wisconsin beat North Dakota. So Wisconsin will play Denver in the championship tomorrow, which will be a huge game.
I'm from Colorado, so
Okay.
Denver hockey is always a big hot topic around there, and once again they're at the top.
Yeah, once again, I feel like we say this all the time because they make it so much, but I mean, I don't know who I'm rooting for in this one because Denver's an ASU rival, so I don't know if I can root for them. So maybe I'm going with the Badgers for tomorrow.
Personally, I'm gonna have to go with Denver, but also a little biased there.
Yeah.
Switching up, next we're going to be joined by Nam Lee of U of A, talking to us about men's lacrosse. How you doing?
Yeah, so good. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Yeah, so exciting day tomorrow. Arizona men's lacrosse is back in action. They're facing GCU here at home at Sitton Field here in Tucson at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. On paper, the Wildcats are obviously the stronger team going to this game. They're 9-1 overall this season, 4-0 conference play. So they've been one of the stronger teams all season. GCU, on the other hand, they've had a really tough year. Unfortunately, they're coming into this game with a 3-5 overall record. So this is the game where Arizona that clearly has the edge. And yeah, one of the biggest things to watch out for this game is the face-off. All season Arizona's dominated the face-off, holding a 72.7 win rate, 72.7% win rate compared to GCU's 50%. They've also been the Wildcats. They've also been an unstoppable force, having scored 164 goals this season compared to GCU's 89. And Arizona's also coming off of a big 17-4 victory over Chapman last Saturday, and where they dominated the face-off per usual, pushed the pace early, and held a 8-1 lead in the first quarter. So this is definitely something that GCU has to be wary of. And GCU, on the other hand, they're coming off of a 17-2 loss to Arizona State. So it'll be exciting to see what kind of adjustments they make coming into this game. So yeah, overall, Arizona's been killing it this season. So it'll definitely be interesting if it's to see tomorrow if it's going to be more of the same or if GCU comes out and has an answer. So
Yeah, definitely looking forward to seeing this clash between two Arizona teams out here. Thank you so much, Nam.
Yeah, thank you.
Perfect. I'm going to pass it back over to Hannah.
Yeah, thank you. Next up, we have Nick Rashke from ASU, and he has a Diamondbacks recap. So, what's been going on with the Diamondbacks?
Yeah, well, so the D-backs they've had actually a pretty good start to this season. I mean, they got swept by the Dodgers in 3 games, but since then, they have been 8-3. They just finished a game against Philadelphia earlier today where they won, and they're honestly doing really better than a lot of people expected. Corbin Carroll's back. He's doing amazing. He's got a 333 batting average, a 205 OPS plus, 100 being league average, so he's well above league average, almost by twice that. Ildemar Vargas, at his age 34 season, he's having a really good year. He's hitting 458 with a 1250 OPS. And when you look at the pitching, we have guys like Eduardo Rodriguez, who has an ERA at 0.5. Mike Soroka, new addition, he's only 28 still. He has an ERA of 0.9. So a lot of guys kind of stepping up for this D-backs team, and they're looking interesting. Currently sitting second in the NL West, 2.5 games behind the Dodgers, but really looking forward to see what they do next.
Yeah, and what are some big matchups that we can look forward to watching?
I mean, so coming up just next week, I'm actually planning on going to a couple of these games. It's the Blue Jays series. So the Blue Jays come into town, of course, reigning AL champions. They're going to be against the D-backs at Chase Field next weekend. So that's going to be really fun, kind of see how how this D-backs team does against another World Series, a World Series contender last year after getting swept by the Dodgers in 3. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, thanks so much for joining us, Nick.
Thank you.
I'm going to pass it back to Kyle.
Yeah, so next we're going to be joined by Nicholas Hill of UNLV talking to us about men's March Madness recap. March Madness finished up on Monday with the championship game. What do you have for us?
Yeah, so obviously we want to give a big congratulations to Michigan as they were this year's champion. They beat UConn 69-63. And this is a huge moment for Michigan. It's been a very long time since they've been to the national championship. And they are considered one of the bigger powerhouses across the nation, especially in the Big Ten. But I mean, the last time they won a national championship was about 37 years ago in 1989. So what's interesting about this Michigan team, though, is they're very their play style is a little unorthodox for how basketball is kind of played right now. They don't really shoot the 3 that much, honestly. They shot it very little actually in the national championship. They actually shot it I believe it was less than half than UConn did. But I mean, it goes to show if you're very elite at your specific play style, it doesn't really matter the day and age, honestly. But yeah, I mean, I also want to give UConn a huge credit for even making it to the national championship. I mean, I don't think anyone really thought they would do that, so it's pretty impressive. And I mean, Michigan, it just goes to show, once you win national championships, talent starts to come around you guys. I believe they recruited, one of the top prospects coming in for this class coming up.
Yeah, it was a great March Madness this year. Big congratulations to Michigan and UConn for making it for the 3rd time in the past 4 years. They won 2 straight, and then Florida won the year before. But still, 3rd time they have made it in the past 4 years. But thank you so much, Nicholas. It was a pleasure to have you on here. Perfect. I'm gonna pass this back to Hannah now.
Yeah, next up we have another pre-recorded segment from Braden Salmon from ASU on why Pat Tillman walked away from the NFL at its peak.
With Pat Tillman's run happening this weekend, I wanted to focus on why Pat Tillman had a change in heart about playing in the NFL for a long time. Why would a rising star walk away from millions at the peak of his career? This is the story of Pat Tillman, a starting safety for the Arizona Cardinals who had just turned down a multi-million-dollar contract extension. 2001, Tillman was in his prime. He was respected, he was tough, he was known as one of the hardest working players in the league. But everything changed after the September 11th attacks in New York City. Instead of chasing money and fame, Tillman decided to make a decision that shocked the entire sports world. He enlisted into the U.S. Army. With that decision, he left behind a $3.6 million contract to serve something bigger than himself. For Tillman, it wasn't about politics and publicity. It was about duty, purpose, and living by his true values. He believed that being part of something greater mattered more than his true personal success. Pat Tillman didn't just walk away from the NFL, he ran towards a cause that he believed in, and that's what makes his story today unforgettable. And that's why many people are joining together to run for Mr. Pat Tillman.
We've been talking about Pat Tillman and the Pat Tillman run a lot through this episode here today, but what is the Pat's run? Mario Medina, with a recorded segment, will tell us more about this event.
My name is Mario Medina with the Varsity Sports Show, and today we're here to talk about what is Pat's run. Now, yes, I'm wearing a Pat Tillman shirt that I got last year when I attended the race, but I didn't go there as a participant, but as a person who recorded, got video, and interviewed people. If you're interested, come and find me. But anyways, Pat's run is very simple. Pat's run returns to Tempe for its 22nd year, bringing together thousands of runners, walkers, and supporters to honor the legacy of Pat Tillman. The event features a 4.2-mile run and walk through the streets surrounding Arizona State University, symbolizing Tillman's iconic jersey number. Participants range from competitive athletes to families and first-time runners, all coming together for a shared purpose. Along the course, spectators can expect live entertainment, cheering sections, and a high-energy atmosphere while the race finishes inside Mountain American Stadium, giving participants a memorable finish on the field. The event also includes a kids run, interactive fan zones, and opportunities to learn more about Pat Tillman's Foundation, which supports veterans and military families through scholarships. Organizers say the run is more than just a race. It's a celebration of community, service, and giving back, as thousands come together for Tillman for what happened over 20 years ago. I'm Mario Medina with the Varsity Sports Show.
Hey listeners, it's Vince Delisio. Join us Saturday for our annual coverage of Pat's Run. First, we'll bring you a Pat Tillman edition of Varsity Weekly, our 1-hour live video podcast that runs on all of our social media beginning at 7 a.m. Co-hosted by two of our team members, Air Force veteran Craig Baker from UNLV and Marine Corps veteran Braden Goetz from U of A. Then we take it in studio with ASU's Jade Jufrey at 10 a.m. for our radio show. It's the Varsity Sports Show Pat Tillman Week, Saturday morning on AM 1060, KDUS, Arizona. And welcome back to Friday Night Live, presented by the Varsity Sports Show. Guys, great show tonight. A lot of great content. Really excited. It is going to be a busy, busy Saturday morning. Hannah, where are you going to be?
Yeah, I'm going to be at Water Station 1, and I'm super excited because I've never been to Pat's Run, and just learning about it today and just hearing all the excitement around it, I'm super pumped.
Kyle, how about you?
Fortunately, I'm not going to be at Pat's Run, but I am going to be in studio for a radio show with Jade and Braden, and I'm looking forward to that just as much as this Pat Run.
Awesome. There will be 9 of us at Pat's Run tomorrow, members of our team and myself, going around when we're doing Varsity Weekly Live. It actually does begin at 6:45 a.m., not 7, but 6:45. The show will run about an hour. We'll be switching between each of the locations where our team is. I'll be spending a little bit of time right at the starting line in that area and then heading over to the finish line, and then our team will be capturing 30,000 of our closest friends as they compete in the event, run, walk, whatever. And should be a lot of fun. So we'll be interviewing you, all you guys out there, participants and different folks that we see along the event. They'll be reporting. And I've got my shirt. I am ready for tomorrow. So look for our team in our branded Varsity Sports Show logo shirts, and it's going to be a great time. So on behalf of our amazing team, and our co-host for this evening, Hannah Flanagan from ASU, Kyle Weslick from ASU. And, of course, Kyle will be in studio with Jade and Braden at 10 for the Varsity Sports Show. So tune in for that as well. And our amazing producer, Marla Mundo from UNLV. My name is Vince Delisio. Have a great night, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow morning. It's Friday Night Live with Vince, pregame, postgame show. Your destination for top high school previews and wrap-ups with Vince and his team. Buckle up and hang on for Friday Night Live.